Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Given the point 1, 2, find the equation of a line find the equation of a line on which it lies. How many such equations are there? So we know that if there is a point, let us say this point is 1, 2. Okay, infinite number of lines can pass through this point. Infinite number of lines can pass through this point. And how do we find the equations? We are not looking for an equation of a specific line here. We need to find equations of line passing through this point. Okay, infinite number of lines are there, so you can find any equation. 1, 2. So if I write x plus y, what will be right hand side? See, x is 1, y is 2. So if you put x equal to 1, y equal to 2, it will give you 3. So write 3 here. Now this is one of these equations. One of these lines is x plus y equals 3. There can be many more lines. So if you write, let us say y minus x equals, y is 2, x is 1, so y minus x will be 1. This is another line, another equation of a line. How many such equations can you find? You can find infinite number of such equations. 2y minus x. Put y equal to 2, it will be 4 minus 1, that is 3. This is another equation. You can keep on writing such equations. Why is it happening? Because there are infinite lines that can pass through a given point. That is why these equations. Okay. You can also draw this point 1, 2 on Cartesian plane. If this is 1, this is, let us say, 2, this will be the point, right? This is y dash, this is y, this is y dash, this is x, this is x dash. You can also draw this point, you can also plot this point on this Cartesian plane 1, 2, and now you can see that infinite number of lines will pass through this point. Okay, and you can still find those infinite equations. You can keep on finding, you try to find some of the equations, then show that we can keep on finding these equations because there are infinite lines passing through this point. Okay. Draw the graph of x plus y equal to 7. So how do we find the coordinates that we can plot in a Cartesian plane to draw the graph? By putting various values of x and finding corresponding values of y, or vice versa. You keep putting values of y and find corresponding values of x. So we will write it in this tabular form. Let us say this is x, this is y. How many coordinates do you require to draw the graph of a linear equation in two variables? You require at least 2 coordinates. If you get 2 coordinates, that is 2 points. If you get 2 points, if you get the coordinates of at least 2 points, you can still draw the graph because you need 2 points to draw a unique line. Right? Rest of the points you do not need to draw the graph. So you need at least 2 points. So x plus y is equal to 7. If you put x equal to 1, y will be equal to 6. If you put x equal to 2, y will be equal to 5 for the sum to be 7. So one point is 1, 6. Another point is 2, 5. Right? Let us see the graph. This is x, this is O, x dash. This is y, this is O, this is y dash. Right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend this line. 6, minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay. Look at the first point, 1, 6. So 1 is abscissa and 6 is ordinate. So this will be the point. 1, 6. Second point is 2, 5. So 2 is abscissa and 5 is the ordinate. So this will be the point 2 comma 5, right? Now I can easily draw this graph by joining these points, and this will be a straight line passing through these points, right? This will be a straight line passing through these 2 points. Okay, here it will pass through 7, and here it will pass through 7. This is a rough diagram, that is why, right, it may not be a neat diagram here. So these are 2 points, so I draw this line passing through these 2 points. This is the graph of this equation, x plus y equals to 7. Now why would it pass through this 7 here? Because I know that this point will have coordinate 7 comma 0, right? Why? Because every point on x-axis will have y coordinate as 0. So if I put this in this equation, it will satisfy this equation. X 7 plus y 0 will be equal to 7. And similarly, this point is 0 comma 7, right? This point is 0 comma 7, and it will also satisfy this equation. If you put x equal to 0, y will be equal to 7, right? So this is the graph of this equation, and every point on this line will pass through, every point on this line will be a solution of this equation, right? In this diagram, it is a rough diagram. You need to draw it on a graph paper to see the other solutions. When you draw it on a graph paper and you draw a line passing through only 2 points, let us say these 2 points you find, and then you draw this graph, and then take any point on the line and see what is the corresponding abscissa and what is the corresponding ordinate. Then you put it in this equation, abscissa for this x and ordinate in place of this y, it will definitely satisfy this equation. Okay, you know that force applied on a body is directly proportional to the acceleration produced in the body. Write an equation to express this situation and plot the graph of the equation. Let the force applied be y and acceleration produced be x, right, with corresponding units of force and units of acceleration. Now force applied is directly proportional to the acceleration produced. That means y is directly proportional to x. Directly proportional means that if x increases, y will also increase. If x decreases, y will also decrease. This is the symbol for directly proportional. So y is directly proportional to x. So when something is directly proportional to x, you can also write it in form of equality by writing some constant here. So y is equal to some constant into x, right? This is the way we write proportionality. It is directly proportional. So I said that y is directly proportional to x, and it means that y is equal to some constant into x. Write an equation to express this situation. So this is the equation. So you can write it in this form: y minus kx equals 0, and plot the graph of the equation. Now until and unless I know the value of k, I cannot draw the exact graph, right? So we can assume certain value of k to draw this graph. Let us assume k to be equal to 3, then y will be equal to 3x, hence y minus 3x is 0, or we can say 3x minus y is equal to 0. Now we can draw the graph by making this table here. Take certain value of x and find corresponding value of y. So if I take x equal to 1, y will be equal to 3. If I take x equal to 0, y will be equal to 0. So I've got 2 points, and I know a linear equation in 2 variables will give me a line as its graph, and it is enough to find 2 points to draw a unique line. So the Cartesian plane, x O x dash, y O y dash, This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, minus 2. You draw it on a graph paper. These might not be exactly equal gaps right here, but these are equal. Okay, this is a rough diagram for representational purpose only. So first point is 1, 3. Abscissa is 1, ordinate is 3. So abscissa 1 means I need to draw this line here parallel to y-axis, and ordinate 3, for this I need to draw line parallel to x-axis passing through 3. So this is the point 1, 3. Second point is 0, 0, which is origin, right? Now it is very easy. The graph is this line passing through origin. So this is the graph of y equal to 3x, right? Now you can also verify when you draw this graph on graph paper that corresponding to this abscissa 2, if you try to find the ordinate, it will be 6, because if you put x equal to 2, y will be equal to 6. So you can verify your answer or verify your graph using this fact. Okay, so this was an equation and the graph of this situation. For each of the following graphs given in the figure, select the equation whose graph it is from the choices given below. Okay, so for this figure I need to check which equation is this graph valid, or the graph is for which equation. Okay, so let me see how do I see that. This is a line, right? This is the graph. This is a line. Every point on this line should satisfy the equation. Okay, that will be the equation. Now how many points do I need to check? I need to check 2 points at least, right? So if any 2 points lying on this line satisfy a given equation out of these, for this case, that will be the equation. Okay, so let us check these 2 points 0, 0 and 1, 2. If I put, let us focus on the first part here. If I put x equal to 0, y equal to 0, this will give me 0. So yes, this point satisfies it. But let me check this point now, 1, 2. If I put x equal to 1 and y equal to 2, the left hand side will be 3, which is not equal to right hand side. So this is not the option. Look at this option. If I put x equal to 0 and y equal to 0, so obviously left hand side will be 0 and right hand side will also be 0. So yes, this point satisfies it. 1, 2. If I put x equal to 1, the right hand side will be 2 and y is also 2. So this equation is satisfied by these 2 points. So this is the solution, or this is the equation for this given graph. Now you can check the third point also and see whether it satisfies it or not. It will definitely satisfy it. The third point is negative 1, negative 2. If you put x equal to minus 1, the right hand side will be minus 2 and y is minus 2. So yes, this point satisfies this line as we predicted. Okay, so the answer for this graph is second one, y is equal to 2x. Now for this graph we need to check which equation is the equation of this graph. So let us choose any 2 points. I will choose these 2 points to check. Why? Because one of the coordinates is 0 in both of them. So 0, 4. If I put x equal to 0 and y equal to 4 here, this will not satisfy this equation. X equal to 0, y equal to 4 will not satisfy this one, because if I put x equal to 0, right hand side will become 0, but left hand side is y, which is 4, so it is not equal to right hand side, and this is also not a solution. X equal to 0, if I put here, y will be equal to 4. Okay, now see, by just checking one point you cannot write the answer, because if you check here, if you put x equal to 0, y is not equal to minus 4. So yes, in this case this is the answer, x equal to 0, y equal to 4, satisfies this equation. Okay, so there is only one equation for corresponding to this solution here. So in this case it satisfies it. But if we are given another option like this, y equal to x plus 4, then this solution will also satisfy this equation, right? So you need to check 2 points at least. Okay? In this case only 1 point was enough. Now look at the second solution, minus 2 comma 0. In this case, if I put x equal to minus 2, the right hand side will become 0 and y is also 0. So yes, this is the required solution. Okay, and you can verify by checking the third one also, 1 comma 6. If you put x equal to 1, y will be equal to 6. So yes, 1 comma 6 is also a solution, and which is evident also, right? Because it lies on the line. Every point on this line is a solution of this equation, the third one. Look at this graph now. Now these are the points. So these points lie on this line. Hence, these points should satisfy the corresponding equation of this line. Okay. Now to check which one is the equation of this line here, we will put these points in the equations and see which one satisfies the equation. And we need to check at least 2 points. 1 point may be there which satisfies all these equations, right? So by checking only 1 point, you cannot tick the answer. You have to check at least 2 points. So I am checking this point and this point. 2 comma 0. 2 plus 0 is not equal to 0. So hence it is not a solution. Let me check this one. 2 comma 0. If I put x equal to 2, y will be 4. So this is not a solution. If I put x equal to 2, y should be equal to 0, right? Then this point will satisfy that equation. Now, if I put x equal to 2 here, y will be equal to 5. So this is also not a solution. In this one, if I put x equal to 2, y will be equal to 0. Because if I put x equal to 2, y will be equal to 0. Hence, this is my answer. Out of these 4, this point satisfies only this equation. So I know that this will be my solution. But let me verify this by checking other points also. If I check 0 comma negative 4, put x equal to 0, then y will be equal to negative 4. So yes, this also satisfies, this point also satisfies this equation. And similarly, you can check this one. This will also satisfy this. Alright. So our answer is option number 4.